Alright everybody, I am doing a big water change on my waterfall tank right now. I just sprayed for aphids again, so while we're letting all this finish drip drying and we're letting the tank drain, I noticed some movement down here in my little, we'll call it my formerly red clawed crab tanks. Let's see if we can find what I saw moving around. Holy wow, there's a lot of snail eggs on the little motor right there. Where are you, little thing? There it is. Now he's going to be hiding underneath this rock. Let's see if we can get him to come out. Those bubbles coming up from underneath of there probably indicates a lot of decomposition of organic material. Anyway, it is now burrowed underneath of that rock, but one of my little frogs from this tank is now down in here. It's not unusual for me to find fish in here that were once in my bigger tank, but this is the first time I've actually found a frog make its way down in here. So I need to really get in here and do some work on this tank tonight anyway. I need to very least get this filter here cleaned out. It's barely even moving the water. So this rock here is where the frog's underneath of it. Let's see if we can get it to come out without squishing it. It's probably underneath of this big rock now. I've never had to actually catch a frog out of one of my tanks before, at least not by hand. So I'm going to get on with it. I'm obviously not going to be able to show you this little frog in here one-handed. I was barely able to see it myself. All I really saw was its reflection in the glass going that way underneath of the rock. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of remodeling to this tank tonight. See all that jelly looking stuff? That's all snail eggs. So I'll have no shortage of snails once I start poking around in this tank. But I'm going to get in here. Oh, check that out. See that right there? Let's see if I can get my finger in here. Where are we? There we are. See that right there? That is a little ghost shrimp. So I've still got ghost shrimp in this tank, at least one of them. And I now have an African dwarf frog. Oh, I just saw a little tiny bit of movement over here in the corner too. So we've got baby ghost shrimp in here. So maybe that's what's keeping the snail population in check. But I'm really surprised that the African frog is able to live in the brackish water. Oh, there goes a big old ghost shrimp right there. Can you see it by my finger? Look at it. So I've got a lot of ghost shrimp in this tank apparently. At any rate, like I said, now I got to get in there and try to get that frog out of there, because again, this is brackish water. I've reduced its salinity a little bit, but it is still probably high enough. Well, it's below the taste threshold, so it's not that salty. So maybe that's why the frog is in there and still doing okay. I would tend to think that if that frog went into water that was salty enough to genuinely be brackish water, it would probably not be good for that frog. But it seems to be doing well enough in there. It was swimming around and it was able to escape capture, or elude capture, I should say. So, alright, I'm going to get on with it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. I wish I was able to show you a little more excitement there, but take my word for it, that little frog is definitely in this tank. So if you're subscribed, you won't miss any of the updates. Again, we're going to do something real soon to this tank. Maybe tomorrow. That'll be my project to get in here. It's already kind of late tonight to be starting a new project. After this water change, we're going to start, putting some lights out and stuff. So anyway, make sure you're subscribed. That way you won't miss anything else I got coming up. You just never know what it's going to be with me, and I like to think it's all at least reasonably good. So don't forget, this one here is my waterfall tank. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.